Right guys, welcome back to another video, and today let's talk about some football. So we are actually back in the kind of studio, if you want to call it that. It is a bit bright outside, so I'm sorry for the lighting, but I do use natural light because, yeah, I don't have, well, I've got three lights, but, yeah, I'd rather use natural light. It's quite nice. It lets me look outside when I'm recording as well. It's quite a nice setup which I have here. But anyway, let's just get into the video and stop talking waffle. Basically, what I wanted to talk about was the Premier League All-Star game, which people are proposing, i.e. Todd Boehly, people giving their opinions. I've only really watched two opinions really on it, which is James Lawrence Alcott, who is an amazing YouTuber, so good. I love watching his videos. They're so informational. If you want to go and watch him, I'm going to actually be doing what he did in the second half of this video, making a team. But we'll get to that in the second half of the video. But the first half is just going to be discussing whether I think it's a good idea, what it all means, pretty much. And also, I watched Rory's video on it. Chelsea Rory, the guy that's off the kickoff, you'll probably know him better as, whose opinion just seems like a lot of football fans' opinions, to be fair to him. He's not saying anything that I haven't heard before about this sort of thing. But realistically, what's the issue in having a Premier League All-Star game? So the way a lot of people are fundamentally getting this wrong is it's not the best player every single time. It's the players that are basically the way the NBA does it. I'm going to talk about how the NBA does it because I'm an NBA fan. I watch the NBA and I'll tell you how they do it. So basically, you get about to Christmas and then you have the All-Star weekend, which is basically where you have a dunk contest, you have a three-point contest, a skill contest, stuff like this. All of that sort of stuff, finishing off with the All-Star game, where basically the fans vote on players to get into the game from the East and Western Conference. They basically play a game. Now, this game in no way is serious whatsoever. So, with a lot of you saying, oh, it's an extra game to the workload, no one takes that game serious. It's for charity a lot of times, or it's just for a bit of fun, where players can just have fun with each other and play with guys that they don't usually get to play with. That's where you see all the crazy dunks, like the halfway line shots and stuff like that in basketball. You see them in the All-Star game because it's not competitive. It doesn't matter. Let's be honest there, it doesn't matter. For example, like, if they did this in the Premier League, firstly, the first thing I want to say, I'm bouncing around a lot. I don't want to be part of the North bit, because obviously I get that you could put 10 teams in the South, 10 teams in the North. But, for example, Leicester City, Nottingham Forest, Wolverhampton Warriors, we're not Northern. Like, in my opinion, I'm not from the North. Like, I get you guys think, above the Watford Gap or whatever that is Northern. I'm not from, like, Newcastle. We're not that high up. We're middle. So, if you want to put us there, that's fine. But I just wanted to say I'm not Northern. That is just my opinion. I'm not. Don't agree with that whatsoever. A second thing is, I personally quite like the idea of an All-Star Premier League game because it'd just be fun. Like, when in football, do we ever just have fun? Like, with football fans, it's never fun. You guys are always so serious, a lot of people. It's like, oh, we can't do this, you're ruining the beautiful game. Lads, it's a bit of fun. Like, do you do that when Soccer Aid's on, really? Do you say, oh, this is ruining the game because you've got a 40-year-old David Beckham or something playing in the Soccer Aid game, or Chunks playing, or Philly playing in there as well, or like some Love Island stars playing? Do you say that's ruining the game? No, because you probably don't watch it and it's not even a thing that really matters. The All-Star game in the Premier League wouldn't have to matter, and that's one of the main things that I want to get across is, in American sports, people think, oh, it's the All-Star game, it's an extra game to make them money. I'm 90% sure the All-Star games are for charity. So it is for charity. So, like, they get to play it for charity, and that's one of the main points, is to give money to charity, have fun with all the players and stuff like that, have cool stuff like the dunk contest. You could even do like a penalty shootout challenge or something, have some fun where it's for charity in the middle of the season. For example, Christmas, I get it, like, the schedule's busy and that, but you could just, like, make it a bit later, finish a bit later or something. Like, it doesn't matter that much, it's one weekend, that's all you'd have to move. And the thing I don't really understand is, why is everyone so against it? Like, what is the necessary point in being so against a game that is meant for fun? Like, the Premier League is so serious all the time. Why can't we just have a bit of fun and just have a game where it's like, oh, North versus South, who's going to win? Where all the players are doing tricks. I'd want like St. Maximan in there. You'd want like Kevin De Bruyne in there doing mad passes and stuff like that. It wouldn't be a serious game. That's what a lot of people are getting twisted. This All-Star game would not be serious in the same way. It's not going to be a Champions League final because it doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. The All-Star game in American competition means absolutely nothing to anyone, and it's just a bit of fun. So why can't you just have fun here where we get to see all the best players on one team? Like, you literally get to see the best Premier League 11 on each team from the north and from the south. How would that not be enjoyable? And oh, it's making money. Like, it wouldn't. They wouldn't do it for money. Like, it would be for charity, or it would be for the leagues lower down, like Todd Bowley said. And I just don't agree with the whole sentiment, oh, you can't do anything nice for charity because they're spending loads of money. Like, I agree that it'd just be fun, and why can't we just have a bit of fun? Like, come on. I'm in favour of this massively. Because it's just something where we can chill out and watch. It's like a fun game. Why can't we ever just have fun? Not everything needs to be full-on competition and everyone needs to win everything and stuff like that. It can just be fun sometimes, you know? Like, I know it's always so serious and so tribal in football, but why can we just not have fun, you know? And that's my opinion on it. But with saying that, now we move on to the second half of the video where basically I'm going to discuss the teams that I would do using James Lawrence Alcott's rules where you can only pick 2 from each team. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through using his criteria. So basically, sorry, just fixing my light. Basically just going to be going through using his criteria, saying you can only use 2 from each team. And yeah, let's just get into this because this is just a bit of a fun thing at the end, which I thought would be quite interesting to do.
Also, it seems like everything goes wrong in my videos pretty much, right? I've named 3 Liverpool players in the North team. So I do apologise for that, and on the graphic I've changed it to Matty Cash, so there you go. I do apologise.
I'm going to start off with the North team, which is quite, I think, easy. In my opinion, I'm going Nick Pope in goal. I'm then playing Lodi left back, mainly because I was so struggling. Like, I left this one literally till last to just see who I had left over, and I was just like, I'll put Lodi in even though he hasn't played very much. I'll just put him in there. Quite a good player. Centre-back, I've gone Verge. Obviously, he's been a bit off. And that's one of the other things. You're not doing it based on, career. You're doing it on their performance, halfway through the season. So that's why it's a bit fun. But obviously, we're not halfway through the season, and this is a trending topic, so I just want to do it now. So, and then other centre-back, I'm going Varane. Verge and Varane at centre-back. That's mad. Now, my midfield, a lot of people are going to disagree with this a lot. I'm going to go Casemiro, Yuri Tielemans, and Kevin De Bruyne. Mainly because I love Yuri, and even though he's been bad this season, well, he's not been that bad, but even though Leicester have been really bad this season, he's still one of the best centre mids in the whole of the Prem. I'm sorry. Casemiro, arguably one of the best defensive mids to ever play the game, and obviously Kevin De Bruyne is quite an obvious one. And then the front 3, in my opinion, should be St. Maximan, just for the entertainment factor of him doing all his mad skills. I'd enjoy that more than anything in this game. And then also I'd put Salah on right, just because it's Salah. And then Haaland up front, because he's absolutely crazy. Moving on to the South team, I've gone for Sanchez in goal, because Sanchez, Brighton are so underrated defensively this season. I know they've just lost Graham Potter, but up to this point, great defensively. Left back, Tierney. There's so much little choice from lower league teams to pick a left back, because obviously you don't want to choose a massive team from that one. Centre back, I've gone for 2 Chelsea, because I'm going to be honest, I just wanted to choose 2 centre backs from Chelsea because that's their best position. I've gone Thiago Silva and Wesley Fofana. I love Wes, obviously. I'm still upset about it, but I'm going to admit he's one of the best defenders in the world. Thiago Silva, obviously one of the best defenders to ever play the game. Right back, I've gone for Kufal. Wanted to get some West Ham representation in there. I left the right back till the end again. It's kind of like that Lodi choice, mainly because I couldn't think of anyone else. And then the midfield. It's an interesting midfield I've gone for. I've gone for Declan Rice, James Ward-Prowse, Odegaard. It's not bad, but it's not as good as Casemiro, Yuri Tielemans and Kevin De Bruyne, but there you go. And then actually I'm playing 2 in midfield. So I'm actually playing a 4-4-2 in this one. The last one was a 4-3-3. In this one, I've gone for a 4 4-2. So it's basically a very old style one. So I've gone for Odegaard, right centre mid. So he's playing on the right a bit more of a out wide role there. Wilfried Zaha, left centre mid. So he's out wide a bit more. Mainly just because I needed to get Ivan Toney in. Obviously, Harry Kane is an obvious choice. But I just really wanted to get Toney in because he deserves to be in. Maybe you could replace like Odegaard or Zaha with Son, maybe. But I just thought Kane, Toney up front. It's a great mixture there. But that is the end of the video, guys. If you have enjoyed this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also go and check out James Lawrence Alcott's video. Amazing video on the topic, and he makes amazing videos every single, well, I don't know how often he makes them, to be honest, but amazing videos. Shout out to Rory as well for having an opinion on this. However, I just disagree with the whole sentiment. We can have a bit of fun in our lives. Why not? Why not enjoy football a little bit? Right, that's the end of the video though. Thank you for watching.